Greg, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Rich. Great to be here.
Can you tell us what your role is with this event and just what's taking place overall and how it came to be?
Yeah, Dr. Alvaro invited me to be part of the project because we both share a love of similar methodology, which is this sorting process where people look at a bunch of statements of opinion and decide which one of these is really most important to me. And so when we decided that we wanted to work that into this particular engagement, which has many different aspects to it, different research that went in before I was even involved and is leading up to this discussion tomorrow night, we thought it would really help prime that discussion to be productive if we had people go through that exercise of looking at a range of opinion about what Nosara might want to focus on for its future, and to go through that mental exercise of trying to decide what's the one I'm going to put on the far right-hand side here, the one that I think is the most important. I always find that when I do that, I surprise myself and I learn a little bit more about my own opinions and about my own position, about what I really value, what I really want to fight for. And then, of course, when we get a lot of people to do it, we find that they oftentimes agree with each other more than they might have ever anticipated. And so that's what we were able to show through that part of the study that we'll present tomorrow, which is that there really is large areas of agreement about what Nosara should focus on.
Interesting. Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. And speaking with some of the other scientists, they had indicated that. They said, you guys actually have a lot of commonality. It doesn't feel like it, but you do.
Yeah.
And you're confirming that. You put together this survey, and in phase 2, the Q sort is where that really became apparent, I'm guessing.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are different perspectives, right? We're 4 different kind of mindsets or kind of clusterings of opinion about priorities for Nosara's future. But within those 4 different perspectives, within those 4 different opinion groups, there were a lot of statements that were really strongly, highly ranked on all 4 perspectives. Like the need for a sustainable development plan. And so that allows us tomorrow to kind of focus in on those elements and start talking with the people of Nosara about how you might be able to move forward on establishing some of those priorities.
How do you think the event's going to go?
I have no idea. I'm terrible at making predictions. I will predict that I'll learn a ton because I always do during these things. It's really fascinating to watch people come together. I've worked with Tina Nabachi before, who's a expert at designing events that put people at ease and create the space where people can kind of get beyond their positions, that line in the sand that they draw, and talk more about why those things are important to them, their underlying interests, and then discover that, hey, this person I didn't think I had anything in common with, we have the same underlying interest. We want Nosara to develop in a sustainable way. And then that can lead to the what's next. How do we build on this? How do we come together and start to work to implement some of these priorities?
Gotcha. Hey, thanks for what you've done. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have you on. I'm
Thank
excited to talk to all of you after the event.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
To see how it all culminates.
Wonderful. Thanks, Rich.